Seeing that I woke up, I'm gonna make the tutorial quick as possible. So, like I said, I'm making a quick video of how to make a deck game. Well, because apparently my friend does not know how to make a deck, and I'm not going to give out too much information to who wants to make a deck for you. So, what I'm going to do is basically explain a couple things real quick. You need about a certain amount of cards. You can make your own cards if you want to. Like cards with this symbol right here, meaning you have enough material to make another copy of the card. All you do is craft it if you have a certain amount of material. You need 600 to make it. I have 1,560. So I can make it. Any card in this game is easy to make after the update put in the game. But that's to get some of the cards you necessarily want. You dismantle cards to get cards. If you have one copy of a card, then I'll say that's good to keep. If you have like 100 copies of a card, then I don't recommend you to have a whole bunch of like 100 copies of that certain fucking card. For example, if you have 3 of this card, you can just go ahead and dismantle about one of it. Just one. It only one with 100 out of each card. So it's not really worth dismantling that much anymore. Like this one right here, a B pin. If I would have chose to dismantle this one right here, it still gives me 100, even though it's a high level 3. But this is not what this tutorial is about. We're gonna move into the cards. Keep in mind, making a deck is all about having cards. If you don't have a certain amount of cards, then basically you pretty much gonna screw yourself. What we're gonna do in this tutorial is basically make a deck of Bellica. Bellica's deck is not that hard to make. Starting off with your prime. Really, you don't really care about this shit. Unless... damn, excuse me, yawning so much. Really, you don't have to worry about it. I guess you will have your health potion, obviously. It's because Bellica needs HP back. Bellica is a character, if you pay attention to her, have no basic attack. She has ability power. So basically this is her ability build. You want to have mana regen on it. You want to have this on her too. Why do you want to have this? It's because if you can read it, making this card is actually a very long process because this card is very, 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 very rare. I wish I had 2, but I only have 1. It gains you 18 power if you stack only 1, meaning it cycles. You can change it to any one you want. So if you want the character to have basic armor, you can. If you want the character to have ability armor, you can. You can have mana regen too. So basically this card is actually a very good card to have on. Usually I see myself starting off with this card every time I start playing with Bellica. It's because yes, it costs 4, but the cycle actually was worth it. So you will have this crystal card and then you would stack it out like the same way I have mine. So you could just quick get that bonus. That bonus in this card is like, what is it? 60 mana. Big whoop. And if you have mana, attack, and attack, that's going to be 12 plus 30 mana. Plus a 60 mana. That means your mana is going to increase again. And then you got your DPS one. This one right here gives you 12 power, and then it increases your mana regen again. Mana regen is important for Belica because Belica is basically a fucking ability. Power is good to have on her too. But this build I made her is basically for mana. Mana and power. This one right here, I didn't put too much in it. 2 mana regens, 1 mana, so I can get that quick buff. Like I said, it's all about getting that buff. Because I've seen a lot of players in this game, they overstack their shit, basically. Again, another one, 2 powers, 1 mana, so I can get that quick buff. When the people I see play this game, they basically stack that shit with 3s to try to be an over-dominating force. But those people that stack that shit with 3s are the ones that lose in battle quick. This one increases power and attack speed because Belica does need attack speed. If you want to go, like, since you can only start off with about, what is it, 5 cards in the game, I recommend you to start off with power and speed first, then work on your regen. So, have a card like this. You have 2 attack speed, and then power again, because at the end you get power again. Or, you can have another one, and then put, oh no, that's the same card. You can just do it this way. Increase your power by 11 by having 2 cards of attack speed and 1 power. So that'd be 2, 4, 6. And then your final buff is going to be a 12. So it's actually worth it. 12 stack on the 6 is 18. Plus another 12. That's a high power right there. And finally, I put Honor on. Now, Honor, you can go correctly down mana, but I went down 2 HPs and then 1 mana. It's because the ability on this is actually worth it. You want to get that ability. Mandatory. You want to get that ability. And then just max out the card like usual. Just max it out, you get the ability bang. Basically, this is for any order character. You get a shield for 15 seconds. Any team member near you gets it for 45 seconds too. No. Correction. You get it for 3 seconds. I wasn't reading the card. I was looking for 45 seconds. Damn, I never make a mistake like that. But anyway. This is a team consumable. It takes 100 mana to shield yourself and nearby allies for 3 seconds. It absorbs up to 125 plus 25 times the player's level damage. Any ally affected by this cannot activate the buff. From another team member's shield is for 15 seconds. So basically it's like this. You get a shield. It says for 3 seconds, but that's actually a lie. It doesn't really last 3 seconds. It lasts longer than 3 seconds. If I have to estimate this shit, I would say it lasts about 10 seconds. And then when you round a team member, it lasts 15 seconds. Then when you round another team member, all 3 of y'all get it. And then it lasts another 15 seconds. So it stacks on by another 15 seconds by the Say if all your team members is by you. The maximum stack is probably going to be about, I guess, 30 seconds, 45 seconds probably. The same as cooldown. But it doesn't last for that long because you take damage. It takes that damage and backfire it to the enemy. So this is actually a good card to have. You can make this card. I don't think it costs that lot to make it, but that's a quick way of making Belica as a deck. Like I said, it's all about having a deck. You don't necessarily have to run it the same way I do. You can always make Belica the way you want to make her. Like seriously. You can always throw this one on her too, because it does give her 75 mana to teleport forward. But I don't see why you need to teleport her at. So that's the quick tutorial of how to make a quick deck. well, not really making a quick deck, it's basically just giving you my deck. But like I said, if you don't like the deck, just message me and then I'll just literally break down a deck for you, piece by piece. But that's basically it. Deuces.